All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is January 12th. We got 9 games on the NBA board to jump into today. Last night we went 2-1-1, which I'll take. I don't love the push. I don't love the the non-factor. I don't love the non-win or loss. I would rather just say, you know what? Screw it. Give me a win. Give me a loss. Let me know what's going on here. But I can't push away that push. I don't even know what that means. But we did go 2-1-1 last night, so that's 2 now positive days in a row, which is good because it makes up for a couple of those non-positive days that we went through. But we got 9 games on the board tonight. Hopefully we continue this sort of winning streak. Again, no one wants to push, right? It's like kissing your sister. But here we are. We pushed last night. Last night we had... overall, we went 2-1-1 to go through the picks here. We had the Thunder +9. Cha-ching. I love when we take these big underdogs because all the people in the comments start to say, like, oh, you're an idiot. Why are you doing that? Why are you blah, 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 blah. The rumbling, covering Thunder come through for us. Then we had the Suns -4. That was our push. Warriors money line. A little bit of an L there. And then Derek Jones Jr. plus money to hit his over in threes. We needed 1 3 from him. The guy hit 2. So, we're all right with that. But, guys, nonetheless, welcome back to the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. We just hit 6,000 subscribers last night, which, I mean, I'm going to give you guys a womp womp. Why do 6,000 of you guys subscribe to this channel? You know, like, I'd say that I'm a dummy almost in every video here. I have a t-shirt that I wrote Fade Me on because I'm a dummy. But somehow there's 6,000 of you guys that want to subscribe to this channel, which is absolutely absurd. And I can't say thank you enough. So we will have a 6,000 subscriber giveaway. I know it took me a little while to do the 5,000 one. We'll do the same thing. We're going to have a 6,000 subscriber giveaway. We'll do something. Maybe we'll put together, a $100 parlay or something like that. So make sure you are subscribed for that and staying tuned for an upcoming video or, not too long. I'm not going to delay this, but just so you can be included if you want, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned with every single video. But I do say, like, I can't say thank you enough, I guess is what I'm saying. But, yeah, let's jump right into everything we got here. We do have the shout out of the day, which you guys know we do every single video. Shout out to Gotta Get the Bag. And I think I could be wrong. And I don't think I am wrong. This is the first recurring shout out I think that we have. Like I said, the way that you guys get shouted out, I will expand upon later on in the video, but pretty much it's a random process. It's all you got to do is go positive for that night. Have your pick right, have your picks right. Got to get the bag. I think he might be our first person over here, and I'm pretty pumped to say that is getting shouted out now twice throughout this NBA season. So shout out to Gotta Get the Bag. Hashtag track was yesterday's hashtag of the day, and he had the Thunder +9, a.k.a. he was rolling with us as well, which I love to see. And guys, I'll say this. I said it yesterday, you can attach a message, you can attach anything to your comment. I love to see. I see this every single day, and I know you guys do too, so I'm not trying to take away from that, but Gotta Get the Bag goes through the research, goes through the process, everything like that, and boom, he cashes. We cash because we are on the same train. But I do love to see the thought process behind his picks here. So shout out to Gotta Get the Bag for that Thunder +9. We were on the same boat. I will say, guys, stay tuned at the end of the video if you want to know how you can get shouted out. It has to do with the hashtag of the day, but we will get to that in just a little bit. Let's jump right into some of the games tonight. And like we always do, we're going to go through each and every game. We're going to go through all the games. I'm going to give you where my head's at, give you what I'm leaning towards, what I'm thinking about the game. But, in terms of my final picks, keep an eye on the pinned comment. That is where my final plays will be. But let's start it off here. We have the Pacers hosting the Celtics here. Pacers +3.5. In terms of injuries, Boston. My Boston Celtics. Like, I don't know if I can deny to you guys that I'm going to handle this unbiasedly. I always say that. Marcus Smart is going to be doubtful. Peyton Pritchard's questionable. Indiana looks like they're going to be possibly without Karis LeVert, Malcolm Brogdon, Duarte. Those are injury reports to keep an eye on. To me, Celtics now have 2 wins in a row. New York, and then also they beat this Indiana team. They grinded that one out, but I do think, like I was trying to tell you guys, I will be biased if I'm ever talking about the Celtics, and you can't stop me, but I do think that I lean towards the Celtics here, -3.5. Next up, we have the Sixers, -5.5 against the Hornets. The Sixers are at home, which is a great thing. The Sixers team, you know, we've gotten pretty lucky betting on the Sixers team. The Hornets, on the other hand, we've gotten lucky betting on. We've gotten so unlucky betting against. We've taken against the Hornets probably a few times in a row now, and they're like, yeah, why don't you hold these L's because we're gonna dangle it right over you. In terms of injuries, Shake Milton is going to be out. Maxey is out. Seth Curry is questionable for Charlotte. No major injuries. I guess we could actually say that Kelly Oubre Jr. is a major injury here. Sixers have won 7 in a row. Charlotte's won 3 in a row. 2 of those we're in the wrong side of. And it's funny because I've bet against the Hornets a couple times in a row now. And it's like, why are you doing that, Ev? You love the Hornets. They're one of the more fun teams to watch. I like the guys on the team. It's interesting why I keep betting against them, but I do think Sixers at home here, and the Sixers, it's not like they're like this, like right home to mom and dad about how good they are against a spread at home, but I do like the idea that, you know, third time's the charm. Again, I'm the dummy in the room, okay? You know, like I got the microphone, I got the camera, you guys are watching the video, I can still admit I'm a dummy. So Hornets have burned us twice in a row now. I think we still lean the Sixers here, -5.5, because they're at home, and I think that the Sixers are the better team, and we've bet on a better team against the Hornets twice in a row and lost. I'm just playing the chances here, you know what I mean? But next up, we have the Wizards, 7.5-point favorites over the Magic here. The Wizards looks like they're going to be without Bradley Beal. He is doubtful for Orlando. Bradley Beal doubtful for Washington, but for Orlando, I should have put a comma in there. I don't know if you guys got that. Suggs is going to be out. Bamba's questionable. Carter's questionable. And other than that, no new updates. I do still lean Washington here. Orlando has lost 9 games in a row. I think that they're the type of team that, you know, again, like if you don't have this crazy spread in front of you, and I don't think 7.5 is that crazy, I guess. That's the type of game that I think, you know what, they probably just get kind of cleaned up with. I will say the only thing that probably keeps this one off the board for me in final plays, you're probably not going to see in this pin comment, is the fact that Washington's a couple games in a row here. They just beat Orlando a little while ago, but they're also on the second night of a back-to-back. So I like Washington here, just due to I feel like without Bradley Beal or something like that, for whatever reason, I feel like this team is going to like step up, and it's like they still have the better top-end talent, even without their top-end talent good to go. But I probably won't be playing this one. Next up, Knicks +2 at home against the Mavericks. The Knicks going to be without potentially Kemba Walker, he's questionable, and Nerlens Noel. In Dallas, Porzingis is downgraded to out. Willie Cauley-Stein is out, and Boban Marjanovic, I hope I just said that right, also questionable here. But New York, you know, they've won 3 out of the last 4 and against decent competition. Spurs, Boston, Indiana, out of those 4 games, you know, 3-1 here. But the Mavericks are kind of on a tear right now. They beat Chicago. They beat Houston. They beat Golden State. They beat Denver. They beat Sacramento. OKC. Like, yes, there's teams in there that aren't that great. Yes, there's teams in there that are actually good. But I would say in the last few games here, let's say in the last 6 games, in the last 7 games, Dallas actually has a better resume than the Knicks do. But I don't think that's going to stop me here. I think this is a good opportunity. I'll say that, right? I think this is an opportunity to catch the Knicks at home and get points doing that. I don't think that that's something that we should overlook here. So I do lean the Knicks here +2. But keep an eye on the pin comment, guys. I want to say that over and over again. Keep an eye on the pin comment. That's where my final plays will be. Next, the Hawks are -3.5 over the Heat here. The Hawks are at home, so we can't call them the Atlanta Pigeons, but they have not been the best home team overall this year either, which is kind of crazy. In terms of injuries, though, Miami is going to be without Jimmy Butler. Bam Adebayo, my injury report still says out 4 to 6 weeks. I swear to God, 12 weeks ago it said 4 to 6 weeks, so I don't even know what we're doing here. For Orlando, Clint Capella is going to be downgraded to out, or doubtful, I should say. Hunter's questionable. Cam Reddish is questionable. This Miami team, we've made a lot of money on, I think, this season, right? On the road, no Jimmy Butler, still no Bam Adebayo. I think I do lean the Hawks here -3.5. The Hawks are going to have their top-end talent, and with all the COVID issues, with the quarantine, with the injuries, and blah, 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 I do always lean towards top-end talent here. So Hawks -3.5 is my lean. Next up, we have the Spurs -5.5 over the Rockets. I don't care. This is a fade the Rockets type of thing. The Spurs are dealing with some injuries here. Doug McDermott out, White is out, Keldon Johnson out. But to me, it's like I look at this Rockets team. They're 1-9 in their last 9 games. Same thing against the spread here. San Antonio, not playing much better, but I'm still on the boat of fade the Rockets. So I'm fading the Rockets here. San Antonio -5.5, and they're on the road there. Next up, Jazz -6.5 over the Cavs. This is an interesting one because this Cavs team, we call them the covering Cavaliers, right? They've been playing so well, but not as of late. In the last 5 games, they've gone win, loss, win, loss, win. And that's not what they were necessarily doing. And even against the spread, they're kind of doing the same thing. They've started to kind of fall a little bit. They're 2-1. Or no, sorry. Wow, I was going to say 2-1 in their last 10 against the spread. They're 2-8 against the spread in their last 10 games. Utah, on the other hand, though, I could be like, well, what are they doing? They're being a little weird. They're not playing too well here, but I will say I think that Utah at home, I think they're the better team. I like the Cavs. You guys know I've talked highly of the Cleveland Cavaliers here, but I do think that -6.5 here for Utah at home isn't the most feedable number. So I do like the Jazz here, -6.5. Next, the Bulls, -1.5 at home over the Nets. Bulls, no major injuries or new injuries to look out for. In terms of Brooklyn here, we got Kyrie Irving, left last game. He's probable on Wednesday, and James Harden is probable as well. I don't understand it. This Bulls team, they're really good. That sounded like I slurred every word that I just said, but they are. They're 9-1 in their last 10 games. They're playing really good basketball. This Nets team's finally getting comfortable or healthy, and they're not winning games. This is one where I genuinely cannot BS you guys and say, I know exactly. No, I don't know if I have the best outcome here. I think that I would lean the Bulls because they're playing better basketball. But to me, it's like I would lean the Nets because you hear me talking about top-end talent and everything like that. Keep an eye, James Harden, Kyrie. That's going to change, I guess, my opinion on this game. But this is a tough one. So I want to know you guys in the comments below who you got in this game, because this is one where I can be completely honest. I don't know exactly where this game goes. So I think this is more of a fade game for me, and it's probably one that we can watch as fans and definitely enjoy. Next up, we have the Kings hosting the Lakers, and the Kings are getting 2.5 points here at home. LeBron James, probable. Russell Westbrook, probable. I think that's all you need to know here, to be completely honest. I think this Lakers team is starting to turn the corner. They're 4-1 in their last 5 games. That loss coming to Memphis, who's been red hot, and Sacramento, 0-5 in the last 5 games. I'm going to lean Lakers here. I think that this is one where you get a good, bang for your buck in terms of that number. I think that LeBron and Russell Westbrook will probably play. I'm going to keep an eye on the pinned comment keep an eye on the injury report just to make sure, guys. It's super early right now. I'm loopy-brained. But I do like the Lakers, even on the road, -2.5. But that's going to wrap it up for the predictions portion of the video. Let's get into the hashtag of the day. And, guys, hashtag of the day today is 6K. Like I said at the beginning of the video, or at least I hope that I said this at the beginning of the video. I kind of blacked out. It's super early right now. I can't thank you guys enough for 6,000 subscribers. Like, I don't understand that, and that's the truth. And it's not me being humble or having, I don't understand what possesses someone if I don't ask them and plead to say, hey, hit that subscribe button. You guys know that I don't really ask that very often. You know what I mean? So the fact that there's 6,000 of you guys out there that do, think, what, it's worth hitting this big red button. I can't thank you enough. I really can't. And we'll do a giveaway pretty damn soon. But hashtag 6K is going to be hashtag of the day today. And guys, just like, we'll pop it up again here. Just like got to get the bag with that shout out here. All you guys got to do is use hashtag 6K in the comments down below. Give me your pick or picks. It's no matter how you want to do it. If you have a winning night, if you have a positive night, like we've coined the term, if you have a positive night, you guys have a chance to be shouted out in tomorrow's video using that hashtag. So use hashtag 6K. Let me know what your locks are. Let me know what your plays are. And guys, if you have a positive night, you guys have a chance to be shouted out in tomorrow's video. But until then, guys, I really do appreciate it. This is another milestone. It's crazy. I just celebrated 5K like 2.5 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. So I can't thank you guys enough. Like, literally can't thank you guys enough. So thank you guys. I can't say it enough either. But I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Use that hashtag in the comments. Let me know your picks, and hopefully, you could be seeing your name and your account on the screen for tomorrow's video. But I will catch you guys in that video. And let's make some bread tonight. Keep an eye on the pinned comment for my final plays. But nothing else to say here. Peace out, guys.